two planes leave an airport and the angle between their flight path is 40 degrees. An hour later, one plane has traveled 300 miles while the other has traveled 200 miles. How far apart are the planes at this time? So, setting this up, what I have is an airport, one plane going in one direction, another plane going in the other direction. They're about 40 degrees apart. The angle is 40 degrees apart. And after 1 hour, one has traveled 300 miles and the other 200 miles. And you're trying to figure out how far apart are they. So you're trying to find this distance from where they are right now. Basically, this is a problem that isn't as easy as Pythagorean theorem because you don't know if there's a 90-degree angle here. All you know are these sides. So at this point, we could use either law of sines or law of cosines. We're going to use law of cosines here. If I tried to use law of sines, I would not be able to do that, because if I had sine A over A and I tried sine B over B, basically the information I have isn't gonna let me do this. So let me show you. Let me set this up. Let's say that this is angle, let's say this is angle A, this is B, this is C, which makes this little a, little b, and little c. Plugging it into what I actually do know, the only things I have are I can do sine of 40 over A. I can also do sine of B, which I don't know, over 200, and I can do sine of C, which I also don't know, over 300. So if I choose any two of these, I'm going to be missing two things. For example, one of these needs to be completely filled out in order for me to know both, to be able to figure out the missing variable. And based on this information, it's not going to be enough for me to be able to find the missing side. So knowing that my missing side is A, I'm going to set up the law of cosines. This little side squared is going to be equal to the other two sides, B squared and C squared, minus 2 times these two sides, B, C, times the cosine of the missing side, or the angle across from the missing side, which is large A, angle A. So I don't know A squared. I do know B, I do know C, so I can plug those in. In my problem, it's going to be 200 squared plus 300 squared minus 2. Again, B is 200, C is 300, times the cosine of the angle A, which is 40 degrees. So I can go ahead and plug all of that into the calculator, making sure that I'm in degrees. So 200 squared plus 300 squared minus 2 times 200 times 300 times cosine 40. So my A squared value, I'm going to get about 38,074, 0.667, but then I'm going to square root that, and I'm going to get square root of my answer. It's going to be 1 95.127. My units are in miles, so this is going to be miles